Welcome to Hollowbody, an old-school style survival horror game set in a tech-noir setting in an abandoned British city. It's described somewhat as being like a sort of near-future Silent Hill, and everything I just said, when that was relayed to me, made me think I need to try this. And this intro, this menu, is definitely putting me in the mood for it. Look, these dark, abandoned environments, an eerie, hollow-sounding soundtrack. Oof, I guess it's appropriate. Thank you so much to the developer for providing me with a free key for this. I am really excited to try this out. Select your combat difficulty. Casual, reduced enemies with weaker attacks, and intended, the intended gameplay experience. Let's go for intended. I mean, when you call it that, I kinda can't ignore it, right? In the mid-21st century, a catastrophic incident unfolded along the western coast of the British Isles. A suspected bioterrorism attack of unknown origins, targeting one of numerous British cities long since plagued by economic hardship and depravity. A panic swept through the nation. Authorities and private security firms raced against time to evacuate the fortunate few deemed high-value citizens to the neighboring city of Aonis. A sprawling metropolis constructed atop a man-made landmass floated in the expanse of the North Atlantic Ocean. Fearing the unchecked contagion could spread, towering walls were erected around the western cities, sealing them off from the rest of civilization. Weeks of relentless orbital strikes rained down on what were once bustling urban centers, incinerating any vestiges of hope for those abandoned within the quarantine zone. 6 long decades had passed since the fall of the western cities. While many who suffered strive to forget, there are still those fighting for answers and justice. UNRPC research team, city limits.
So, Sasha, time to spill the beans.
Huh?
What's your trauma?
I'm not sure I get what you mean.
Come on, we've all got one. Signing up with an underfunded group of activists, pushing back against everything those fuckers hang over us. You don't make a call like that without some kind of beef. Personally, mine's pretty vanilla. They took my son.
Oh, jeez. Really? I'm sorry.
That's public schools for you. Kid fell into the wrong group, got offered a way out. He signed up 2 years ago now.
I've heard stories.
Yeah, I raised him to be smarter than that, or at least I thought so. Fucking parasites always find a way in. Fill the kids' heads with lies.
I'm looking for answers. My mother was one of the kids that made it out. Her parents weren't so lucky. And almost someone screwed up. That much they couldn't hide. I'm just sick of no one being held accountable.
Right, hence this team. You wanted to get close, start at the source and work your way back.
Yeah, something like that. She passed 2 months back now. I guess this is just my way of making sense of that.
I'm sorry. It's an all too familiar story. You're among friends here. We'll get answers no matter what.
I hope so.
God, this game is beautiful to look at. So dull and gray along this coast. Oh, lots of dead fish up on the beach. And that's a whale skeleton.
Hey guys, no Mark?
He said he was heading back here. Had to ask you about something?
Yeah, he's not here. I mean, obviously. Mark! Buddy! Got a job to do here?
You didn't say anything else? No, he just bailed halfway up the hill.
Yeah, I'll be around somewhere. Sasha, why don't you check along the beach whilst we finish setting up here? Kid's probably off taking a dump or something.
Sure, I'm on it.
Okay, we can press left bumper to run. And there we go, but of course I'm going to spend a good bit of time exploring that. Because just look at this. This is beautiful to look at. Oh look, there's one of the coastal walls up there that was mentioned earlier. Already, I am loving the style of this. It's set in the distant future of some, I guess, potentially apocalyptic event that was averted. And so this whole thing just has a feeling of melancholy through it that is felt through the characters and the generational trauma of something that they didn't personally experience, but which you get the impression has deeply affected everything that's come after it. And everything around us is so, like, empty and gray, but it still has this, like, grand sense of scale to it that's appropriate to the narrative. It actually reminds me a whole lot of, like, an upscaled PS2 game. Okay, but let's see what was over here. Lady Hearth. Let's have a look, shall we? I guess we can't actually interact. Well, let's go looking for our buddy Mark.
Just don't go getting yourself lost too.
We can have a look in our tent. What were we up to? I guess it would tell me if there was a button to, like, interact and examine things, right? There's something I actually need to check before moving on, because this being an old-school game, it has tank controls and fixed cameras, which are two things which I really like stylistically, but don't tend to like to play with. I need to know if our direction is preserved between camera switches. It is for a second, and then it switches. Okay, so I'll have to get used to that. Tank controls are not something I typically like in games, but so far this feels alright. Let's go find our buddy then. We've got some footsteps in the sand.
Hello? Mark? Where could he have gone?
Well, we have a pretty good idea. Unless somebody else is poking around here where they don't belong. You know, for as big of a deal as what happened in the past is, it's kind of shocking that even decades later, people still understand so little about what happened.
Mark! Hello? Mark, come on! We've got a job to do!
It feels like it's going for a very grounded dystopia here, where it's not so authoritarian that nobody can ask questions, but it is closed off enough that nobody's really getting answers, even after all this time. And a lot of people are asking questions. Of course, the thought has crossed my mind that perhaps there's some kind of cover-up. I mean, the nature of the evacuation definitely makes it seem like there's real, like, classist elements going on here. So, big scary canyon just along the edge of the beach, huh? We're going in there? Maybe Mark never made it that far. Do you want to maybe have a look at that? Does that not raise alarm bells for you? I gotta imagine these masks are for a reason. They said it was some sort of bioterrorism attack, right? And for that brief moment, I couldn't help but be reminded of, like, Metal Gear Solid 3.
Hello? Mark! You in here?
With all these bugs on the ground. One advantage in horror to a fixed camera is that the developer can essentially direct scenes in this way. It can be a little rough on gameplay, but they kind of get to choose how it presents things to us and controls our attention in this way. In this moment, I suppose it's appropriate. With this flare, we can probably barely see much farther than our current perspective. Look at all these roots crisscrossing the floor. My God. Micah's apartment, city of Aeonis. 12 days later.
Meek, my guy pulled through. He's got the pass. You sure you want to do this?
She's still out there, Tax. Somewhere. Scared and alone.
I get it, Meek. You got about 24 hours before the clearance gets flagged. You missed that window, and I got 2 lost friends. My guy's waiting on the east sheets, Borough 7 near the underpass. Once he's flashed the clearance mod on your hover, he'll set you up with some blocker fluid. You'll need to take it when you're about an hour from the city limits. I'll keep you on contact, but you know as well as me, anything happens out there, and you're on your own. Last chance, Meek. You sure this is the right call?
She's coming home, Tax.
Four hours later. Straight over the wall.
sensors are reading concerning levels.
That was a rhetorical question, Beeb.
I recommend that we establish a safe landing zone with the utmost urgency.
It's alright, we will. We're about 3 miles out from where Sasha was posted. You think you can hold on?
There is a statistical probability that ignoring these warnings may result in an incident with fatal repercussions. Sorry, I'm unable to process your request. The root function
Beep.
termination is protective and will require administrator.
Shit. Fuck!
Good thing there was a runway in front of us. I woke to the acrid smell of an electrical fire, rain pounding on the cracked windshield of my hover. I tried to call for help, but my radio couldn't catch a signal through the storm. Sasha was out there somewhere. If we were to stand any chance of getting out of here, I'd need an evac plan. I had to find a vantage point, someplace high enough to get a signal through on my radio and call for help. This wasn't over.
Tax, do you copy?
Seems we're walking with a bit of a limp, our arm injured. Look at this. This, from one angle, it looks like every British street I've seen on TV. We turn around and we can see the wall just cleaved right through it all. And if our view is glitching out, am I to understand that maybe we have some kind of, like, cybernetic implants as well? This is really cool. Like, it's a really weird clash of settings. The post-apocalyptic, the almost cyberpunk tech-noir, and that Silent Hill meets Half-Life 2 that we had in the beginning. But it's really cool because these things all exist side by side in a really natural way. It makes the transition between those worlds all the more jarring. But I get the impression we should probably get off these streets before the zombies come, or whatever is out here. All I know for sure is we're definitely not alone. Press R to toggle Mika's torch. Oh no, look at that! Maybe it's not cybernetic implants. Look, the rain is actually rolling off of our screen. The camera is actually physically present. That is interesting. Tell you what else is interesting. This stuff that's growing all over the pole. Looks like we can pick something up from the back of that truck. A medical repair spray has been left in the back of the ambulance. Take the repair spray? What is this, Signalis? It all looks overgrown. Should we be worried that it's tainted? What a nostalgic sound it makes when we pick you up.
Thank God nanotech doesn't have a shelf life.
Okay, perhaps we do have cybernetic qualities. Oh, we are in bad shape. Go to here. We've got ammo. A revolver, which looks very much like a Blade Runner pistol. A radio. A lighter, and repair spray.
Caution, Mom. All residents are advised to stay in their homes until further notice.
This is absurd. You have no right to tell us what to do. Just wait till my man hears about this.
Mom, we understand the inconvenience, but failure to comply will result in a blacklist for you and your family.
Shove your blacklist! Let me through!
Mom, state regulation requires you to be compliant in any and all mandated.
Parasites, the lot of you! Prisoners in our own damned homes.
I am already in love with this setting. These desolate, long-abandoned streets in a dark rainstorm. Lightning illuminating these huge structures, reminding us that this place may look normal from down here, at least in the architecture. But this was futuristic even when it was abandoned decades ago. Hold Y to open the quick selection menu. Okay. But we don't have anything selected right now. We can go to the map like that. Oh, we can quickly do an about face. That's kind of neat. What is that wreck over there? Okay, well, we can run now. Is that a mech? You've gone in so many different directions with your world, you can truly do anything. Press L to recenter the camera. R can be used to nudge moving cameras. So it's not entirely fixed. We do have some control to peek around a little. Alright. Spilled bucket of paint. Whoa, wait! How is this light post and all those light posts, how are they still on? Somebody came out this way. Feels a bit like 28 Days Later in addition to the 10 other things. Feels a bit like 28 Days Later in addition to the 15 other things this feels a bit like. At least this one has the courtesy to be on a lower floor. Doesn't seem like we're getting in this way, though. Okay, can't get here. Maybe we can find something in that booth across the parking lot? My god. You know, this is something that I haven't seen in a while, because fixed cameras and all this fog, it used to be a way of getting around technical limitations of the consoles they were released on. But there's just so many huge, distant objects. That's a body. Maybe I shouldn't be getting too near. Oh, we can pull up your data. Resident Harry Tyndale, date of birth June 14th, 2029. So this is like the 2090s at least. Civil services. Died of a pulmonary embolism. Oh, got some ammo from you. Wait, now I should find out probably, can we equip our pistol now? Equip. Hold to lock on. If there's no target, we can stomp. When there's an active target, we can fire with right trigger, we can switch with right bumper. Okay. Now I am just coming off of Dead Space, and I remember in Silent Hill 2, stomping downed enemies was the key. But I don't see a way in. Oh, but those look like drag marks on the ground. Perhaps we can push the dumpster to where we need it? And here we go. Feels like I'm playing screenshots I used to see in Game Informer, God rest its soul.
Okay, time to find a way up to the roof.
This place is a mess. A tremendous amount of detail in this interior, though. But this paint sort of leads me to believe that whoever left the trail outside is also who has taken up residence in here. Gator House Register has been added to documents. A list of residents found in Gator House. Some names appear to be a moniker. This document must predate the Citizen EID scheme. Miguel Roy, Kim Lambert, McCout Denis, Sully, Bart. Oh wow, that's a lot of names. Beezy Slayer, Cake on You. Oh, I wonder if some of these aren't maybe, like, supporters. Okay, maybe we should have a closer look at that later, but for now, let's see what we've got to do. A storage box locked with a large padlock. Maybe I can find a way to pry it open. Okay, so we're on the hunt for a tool. Now we've got to be ready with this. It seems like it's got a lock-on feature, which is something that a lot of these games could have desperately used at the time. And I always love a game that it pays homage to the feeling that was captured by games of a certain time period, but isn't afraid to bring in modern conveniences. We used to be happy. The lock is blocked with some kind of expanding foam. And it's starting to seem like some are still here, or at least the descendants of some. The gate is locked tight. Wait, is this just a window over here? No. Oh my, it's dark. No lights up here. We're not blessed with that cave ambiance like we were before. Press R to toggle Mika's torch. Yeah. Yeah. Look at that, all run down and abandoned, but even here there's like futuristic things. Is that a TV? That's so cool. So they're doing like a retro-futuristic thing with the old technology in this universe, which is our future. And with the current stuff, they're doing a futuristic thing. Neat way to make the different eras identifiable at a glance, even though they're both unfamiliar to us. Just trash and dirty plates. I'm not cleaning it. I'm seeing stains on the wall in there. The person who produced that blood is long dead, but it looks like they were skewered. There's something pierced through their stomach. Looks like they were face down on the bed. I guess they got on the wrong side of someone with nothing to lose. Some more ammo. Actually, wait. Wasn't our pistol not loaded? There we go. We can press X to reload. Listen to that echo. It's really letting me stew in this. I'm in love already. I believe I read in the email in which I was given this key that this is a solo dev. This is insanely impressive. Nothing left in the medicine cabinet. You'd have to be pretty short to lie down comfortably in one of these things. Showers just make so much more sense. Yeah, but you can't beat the relaxation of a bath. And it's clogged with something I'd rather not think about. An old Tektronix video phone. Those things were so bulky. Yeah, this old style almost feels like what the 70s and 80s thought the 2020s would be like. See Back to the Future. Newspaper article's been added to documents. November 16th. Social enrichment charity Sherwood announces monumental investment to revamp Bardson's infrastructure and economy. Branson, November 19th, 2063. In a groundbreaking move set to redefine Branston's landscape, Sherwood, a philanthropic organization, has declared plans for a transformative investment aimed at revitalizing the city's infrastructure. The initiative aims to usher in a new era of prosperity, promising job opportunities and modern transit systems in a city marred by economic struggles and social challenges. In a statement released by Sherwood CEO Sarah Reynolds, the organization expressed its commitment to fostering positive change. We believe every community deserves the chance to thrive. Our investment in Barnston aims to create a sustainable and vibrant future for its residents by addressing the systemic issues that have held the city back for far too long. The announcement sparked enthusiasm among residents, businesses, and officials. Mayor Robert Thompson hailed it as a turning point, welcoming Sherwood's commitment and the transformative potential. Sherwood's plan not only underscores their dedication to social welfare, but also highlights the potential for private entities to play a pivotal role in uplifting communities facing socioeconomic challenges. Oh, that always goes great. As plans unfold, anticipation mounts for the monumental changes that lie ahead for the city of Barnston. For inquiries or statements regarding the ongoing project, please contact Sherwood Estate Management Limited at info. This game making email feel ancient, although I suppose it sort of is. It can be. Now, this game's gonna make me have an existential crisis. Hadn't realized we had climbed up this far. Oh, we've got some more ammo. Feels like it's being generous now, but we haven't met the threat yet. Wow, that might be the first survival horror game where a protagonist has reacted to something off camera to the player. It's It's a happy change, though. Thurston M. Thurston M, born 2025, died of pancreatic necrosis. And that growth is all around you. I need something of yours. A keycard is grasped in the body's hand. And was that some sort of syringe I saw by your foot? The room key to 23. Oh, it looks like you're wearing some sort of VR headset. Decided to go out on your own terms, huh? Living in a fantasy to escape your reality? But if we have a look at our map, look at that, a full 3D one. Now that, this whole UI definitely reminds me of Metal Gear Solid. This is 210, but it's open anyway. We got some more health. That shadow scared the absolute bejesus out of me. It just looked like something big creeping up out of there behind me. Look at this. All this clutter on the floor. We can see the paint peeling off the walls. I can feel the dampness in the air.
Babe, are you sure you're alright? You've not touched your dinner.
I'm not hungry.
Did you guys eat after work?
I'm not hungry.
Oh, come on, you didn't take your lunch with you today. You have to eat something.
Get out.
What?
Take a walk. Give me some fucking space.
Honey, you're scaring me. Please tell me what's wrong. We can work this out.
I'm fine. I'm not hungry. I need some space.
Maybe this construction job wasn't such a great idea.
Take a walk.
It's raining out. Where can I go?
I said, take a walk.
This is our home. I live here.
Get the fuck out of my house.
I thought that meant we were getting some kind of signal. I guess we were, but it's like we just picked up a memory on the wind. Hang on, I want to see what this item actually says. Is there like a description? My trusty Kotak. It's old tech, but near impossible for someone to monitor the signal. Maybe it'll tell us when danger is near, too. Gross. I'm not touching any of this. Ugh. Nothing but corpses and skeletons everywhere. The one in the headset lasted longer, I suppose. More death. So many of these people didn't make it out. Actually, this one seems to be wearing a dress, so I guess he took a walk. God, she sat up like she's still waiting. Unlike Silent Hill, this seems to have a bit more of a concrete backstory, but one that is no less haunting and feels like there's something a lot more than a terrorist attack going on. Oh my god. I think that's just, yeah, no, that was just peeling wallpaper crossing in front of the camera, but I can hear like a crinkling on my left. Very likely just ambient, but I'm on edge. 214. It's locked tight. There's no way to open it. Surprising amount of security inside this place. What was that noise? That sounded like raspy breathing. You can hear it more the further down this way I come. Whatever it is, it's behind that door. Your neck is completely snapped. Resident Catherine Dowell, unemployed, died of acute dehydration. I feel like I just heard something that could be interpreted as a footstep. More ammo. It's filthy. No way I'd sleep in something like that. Once you get tired enough, you would be surprised. It's full of old rotten garments. Okay, nothing else here, though. Some of these people seem like they met violent ends. Some just seem like they sat and waited for the end. Okay, I think we have to make our way to the end of this hallway and make a right. Keeping our gun ready. 24, which we can't open. 23 we now can. Let's just have a look further down. Another shutter. In we go then. I don't like being this close in when we enter a new area. The door won't budge. Cry of Fear rules means there's something in there. This whole room is collapsed. We can use this to get to a lower level. Let's jump down, although I imagine we can't get back up. Ooh. That's unexploded ordnance.
Hello? Is anyone there?
You don't belong here. Should have stayed where it was warm. Like little sparrow.
I'm sorry, who is this?
Patience, baby bird. You've barely spread your wings.
How is this line still active?
Some things you refuse to deny.
Why are you talking like that?
This is my home. This was always my home.
Right.
Layers upon layers. Concrete and dirt. Sickness till death.
Yeah, this is a waste of my time. I'm hanging up.
Watch out for the strays. They haven't had a proper meal in weeks.
Creepy fucking robot.
Oh. I guess these phones will act as save points. And look, it keeps an autosave, and we have the opportunity to manually save, which we can stagger. Okay, we are going to be on good terms as far as this goes. Let's just carefully tiptoe around that thing, shall we? God, you seem to assume that it's a robot. I am not so sure. Maybe this is what's been done to those who are left here. And if that is indeed the case, well, that means they are sentient, right? Not mindless. A children's room is a creepy place, especially after the child no longer lives there. Charlie Garwal, deceased, died of aspiration pneumonia. And I guess someone else covered them up and left them. Okay, wait, no, there should be something we can pick up there. Child's drawing. If I was a bazillionaire, I would buy mommy a new daddy and get pizza every day. Look at that. A hammer lies embedded into the family portrait. Take it? Yeah, we can probably use that on the padlock downstairs, right? God, you look like you were pretty deep in the uncanny valley even before you were separated. This whole thing just has the atmosphere of walking through a living crypt. Okay, we're not getting out that way. There's something in the toilet. The radiator appears to be damaged, barely hanging onto the wall. Let's pull it out. The wall is water damaged, exposing the plasterboard behind. I may be able to break through with the right tool. I've got just the thing. Oops, other way. An old claw hammer. Useless as a weapon, but good for breaking stuff. I'm hearing that faint breathing again. What is this? Condition deceased caused myocardial infarction. These are a lot of very, normal causes of death, which I suppose could have been brought about by external circumstances. Portable cell battery sits wired into a broken diagnostics device. Take the portable battery. Well, if it's still kicking, it must be pretty good. Now, this thing is glowing when I get near it. Are you really going to tell me I can't do something with it? The device is damaged beyond repair. We can enter this room here. I hear a very unhappy thumping. A filthy old bathtub. A pool of stale water sits at the bottom of the tub. Oh, we can move with our gun up. That's useful to know. Maybe it's just the thumping of water pooling and then dropping into the walls? A small child's bed. Various toys and posters decorate the room. Look at those shadows casting up behind us. Hang on, wait. Either they left in a hurry, or... My money's on or. I guess this is where the parents slept. I wonder what happened to them. I hope they got out. That's where we came through the wall. Wow, you even turned to look at it as you went past. And there's something down here. You know, besides darkness. Got that. I wonder if there's going to be a limit to how many objects we can carry. This is the stairwell, but we don't have a key. I'm just hearing things all around me that don't sound like water getting into the building. Something's trying to get out, and it looks like at some point something was trying to get in. If we take that, is that gonna break the door down? You don't have anything to say about this. An old wooden bat pierced with rusty nails is embedded in the door. Take the makeshift club. I suppose if this is the only way we're to have a melee weapon. Ah! That's what I thought, that's what I thought, that's what I thought! I don't like this. The sound has stopped. That was sobbing. You're giving me health. You clearly think something's coming. A letter from First Plus Health UK confirming Helen Bridges' new patient details. Her name is listed alongside her date of birth, October 4th, 2025. Are we here to put you out of your misery, Helen? Oh my god. Oh, look at that thing! Okay, no. The 3 girls at a university graduation. One of them appears to be heavily pregnant. Cool, run! Run! Okay, shoot it. Ow! Okay, so even once you're down, you're not down. Ow, you can still hurt me. Ah. Alright, we need to make sure that we're topped off at all times, and we're gonna take one of those repair sprays. Was that your noise, or were you stealing it from her? Alright, let's have a heal. I went to go stomp you on the ground, figured I could save ammo, and it wasn't working. You took all that was like 7 shots. It felt like it was giving us a lot of ammo, but we're gonna go through it quickly. At times it may be better just to run. Helen Bridges died of ischemic stroke? A personal safe is mounted on the wall. And so it probably has to do with the graduation photos, right? Okay, I think that rasping was the soundtrack. A young woman celebrating a birthday. And it looks like she has a kid. Can't be more than 3 or 4 years old. So that's 30. 3 girls at a university graduation. One of them heavily pregnant. Presumably Helen. Is it possible that one is the mother and the other the child? A university diploma hangs on the wall. Awarded at the University of Kingsbury to Helen Bridges, the degree of Doctor of Medicine. Maybe she tried to care for her kid after they got sick. I'm thinking this could be the year of graduation. So if she was 30, born 2025 or 2125. Oh, but wait. This would be after that, because this is a birthday. So 3 or 4 years after that, or 3 or 4 years before that. There we go! A large metal key hides in the back of the safe. Take the old key, of course. Not giving you the answer, but just requires a little bit of logic. And we do all this while standing over what I assume is both of their corpses. A whole story played out here, and we feel it, even if our presence in it is very fleeting. That's how you do good environmental storytelling. There's little given to us, but a lot to surmise. Okay, well, this means we're gonna start seeing enemies from now on, right? Yes, it does. You're moving away from me. You're not always coming straight towards me. There seems to be like a bit of a standoff to you. Alright, wait, maybe we can... Hang on. I'll be right back with you. Maybe it's smarter to use the bat with you. We can lock on, and we can melee attack. Or we could just stomp you to death. Well, maybe that's the case for anybody who's not standing, but we can be fast once you're on the ground. That's what we learned. Okay, and we can quick switch to you. Here it comes. You can hear the human voice in that wheezing. That first one seemed pretty strong, but this? A bit more pathetic, actually. 5 shots to bring you down. And then we've got to rush in and start stomping. Don't give you time to react. And we've got to lock on first. That was my mistake before. I probably could have gotten that other one without getting hit if I had locked on. At a certain point, though, preferably after we've saved, we're going to have to try going after one with only melee. It is so dark. Like true darkness, like at times the only light source is our own. Let's hope this blood is all yours. The doorway's blocked with old packing boxes. And another body on the ground. Some ammo to give me back what I lost. We can essentially, I guess, look at each of these 6-round pickups as one kill with change. Can we lock onto the box? No, we can't. Wait, maybe I have to stomp it. Yes, okay. That would make sense. If I can just pick it up. Thank you. And we have to remember to go back for the other one. Look at this place. This stuff is everywhere. Where is it coming from? For you to not know that information, what's going on in here must be really under wraps. Like the average person doesn't even know about these growths? One body here. All the cupboards have been stripped bare. They cut off the city and left all these people to starve. Someone needs to answer for this. Of course, by now, all those who were directly responsible would be dead, wouldn't they? Unless they've got some really crazy tech up their sleeves. It's all over the walls. You know, the fresh blood staining the walls is quite a contrast with everything else we've been seeing. The whole apartment is covered in blood. It's like something out of a cheap B-movie. One of those old slasher films. Okay, now I'm starting to freak myself out. The old key should be what we need here. So let's go into our items, and you. Unlocked. This should be all we need now. We can just climb downstairs. Let's try the hammer. There we go. A long key and an old card reader sit at the bottom of the lockbox. Take them, of course. Card writer note has been added to documents. Jace, I finally had all the locks updated. The only resident that refused was that whack job in 14. We'll see if the super can do something about him. Anyway, keep this remapper someplace safe. Next time you lose your card, just hit the master button and swipe any of the spare room keys. It'll rewrite the card to give you house access. Any of those kids on second give you crap again, you call me, yeah? So that's a very useful tool to have, however, that whack job in 14. Oh, but while we're at it, I bet we can take the magnetic card writer and combine that with the damaged battery, right? No, okay. But what if we combine the room key and we get the master room key? Well, that was easy enough. Good thing it was still powered. So we've got a lot of backtracking to do, because that means we can go anywhere. I should probably, however, see if we can still save on that phone. We very much could save, which means we are free and clear for exploration. Okay, but we should have a master key now, right? I mean, if we go into here... There we go. The tub is littered with tiny bones. The smell of bleach is making me nauseous. But we can't even see the bones to hazard a guess at what they came from. What have I walked into? I hate to think what happened in this room. Sleeping with the dead. Some people are really messed up. So definitely human, and a lot of them. The drawers are filled with incense, candles, and various herbs. Okay, there's gotta be some ammo, for one thing. People with no oversight and way, way too much time on their hands, and these candles are still burning. A candlelit dinner for one. Although now that we have weapons, I'm worried about what it might throw at us. Here's 24. Meaning it's probably just above 14, right? We gotta select our item every time. Nothing so far. God. Alice Hearth. Wait, that's the name that was on the boat in the beginning. A social worker, deceased, died of acute malnutrition. Some of these bodies aren't as decayed as the others. I wonder if there's anyone left alive. I mean, the state of them suggests that either something about this environment is preserving them, or people are dying fairly recently. You couldn't pay me to sleep in this place. That was you, wasn't it, that said that? Actually, now I think about it, is it possible that she, like us, entered this place later? It says ground floor gate key. How can we get rid of this expanding foam? Maybe with the claw hammer? No? Battery? Ooh. Ah, we can perhaps use that to dissolve it? And it's no longer blocked. Well, we have the ground floor gate key, which means we're in. Two, meaning that down here is actually maybe the 14 that it's talking about. Alright, let's not get distracted with thoughts of what might be ahead. Let's just make sure we get there first. Always gotta check the bathroom. Failing a spot check means bad things for us. My God, entering rooms is really scary in this. Ben Briswell, retail worker, died of intracranial hematoma. So, bashed on the friggin' head? Nothing useful, just some clothes. We're opening up a lot of rooms that don't seem to have very much in them, but they certainly add to the story of this place. Which is bad, that this place is bad. Wait, that's fresh blood on the wall. Okay, here's how we... I'm still willing to use the ammo, but no, at a certain point, we've just got to try it, right? Ow, come on. You gotta know how we do in this situation. It's all about timing and getting the distance right. Okay, we took one hit in that, but what we learned is that it is doable. We just gotta be quick and we gotta stun lock them. They are not faster than us. But I imagine they're also the most basic enemies in the game. There's 10. These flickering lights are everywhere. Always seeming to be in just the place to expose something horrifying. We're seeing the read before we even see the body. Co-star, date of birth unknown, occupation content creator, oh no. Cause of death, foreign substance, mercury. Mercury poisoning. Diary entry has been added to documents. Wednesday, September 6th. Spent most of today helping Laura and little Chris move. Work on the old shopping center is due to start tomorrow, and she doesn't fancy her chances of Chris sleeping through the night with all that going on. They told the locals to keep their windows closed because they had people working round the clock. Not exactly making a good first impression if you ask me. Anyway, the work's slated for 2 months, and Laura's mum's taking them for the second one, so it shouldn't be too disruptive. It'll be nice having Chris around. Kids bring good vibes into the house, and he can't get enough of my old consoles. Chris has taken to using a controller pretty well, but still insists on tapping the CRT like it's a touchscreen. Honestly, it's just nice to have a player too. It's been years since I played some of these games. Maybe I can convince Laura to join us for a game or two. I think I still have my multi-tap somewhere. Pushing forward is always nerve-wracking, but at least there's the reassurance in the fact that they make a lot of noise. Here's 14. The door won't budge. It's a different type of lock to the other rooms. Right, they wouldn't comply with the new electronic locks. They've still got a regular keyhole there. Why do all these games always have to have a creepy, dingy apartment? Silent Hill 2, Cry of Fear, probably about a billion others. That door has been pried open. These fixed cameras, I swear, had me way, way more on edge than anything the enemies have done. Julian Goldenberg, data analyst, died from aortic dissection. Noise complaint has been added to documents. I tell them something's off, and they have the audacity to tell me it's the pipes. Well, I might not be Captain Obvious, but I already checked the pipes. They don't act up at 2 a.m. I swear to God that if I hear that unit upstairs stomping around again, I'm going up there myself to give them a piece of my mind. Idiots. Well, looks like everything wasn't okay with your pipes. I'm sorry, was that in poor taste? I hate to think how long it's been since those sheets have been washed. You know, it's crazy. Everywhere I go, you've got new comments to make about the lack of cleanliness in this place. Now for number 6 across the hall. Well, there's some ammo there. God, even when our camera shows us around the corner, we've got to wait for our character to round it so that we can see what they see. There's a corpse on the ground, but all we can do is step over it. Not even anything to say. Other than that, though, there seems to be nothing of use. Even if there's not, like, a lot of thing in some of these apartments, I really like how they're letting us indulge and explore a lot. It's not just keeping it strictly to what's necessary, while not feeling super overwhelming either.
Hey, you remember that day we got stuck at the sushi joint on 7? The whole street was locked down that night. Everyone was freaking out, calling their bosses, lawyers, loved ones. But you said you didn't care. Being trapped there with me, and as much sushi as you could eat. You said there was no better way to go. Family and Foch. You know, that was the first time anyone had called me that. Family. Just the two of us, making something from nothing. Progress. Let's see if this this side has roof access.
We're learning a little bit about who she is to you. It seems you're joining the ranks of all the great survival horror protagonists. Isaac Clarke, James Sunderland, Elster. No. Is that our thing going off?
The interference.
No, I believe that's another phone indicating a save nearby. If we can step over these growths. Notice to tenants. Dear valued tenants, we write to inform you of an important development regarding your residency at Gator House. As you are aware, the property has recently been acquired by Sherwood Estate Management and will undergo certain changes in its management and policies. Following this acquisition, there will be an adjustment in the terms of occupancy and rental prices. Our aim is to enhance the living experience and ensure the sustained quality of the premises. In light of this transition, we kindly request your attention to the terms attached. We understand the significance of this change and its impact upon your living arrangements. Should you find it unsuitable to continue under the updated terms, we respect your decision to seek alternative accommodation. In such a case, we kindly ask that you notify us within the stipulated time frame to facilitate a smooth transition. In other words, if you can't afford to live here where you've always lived anymore, just don't make a huge mess of it. We assure you that the transition process will be handled with the utmost care and consideration for your comfort and convenience. Thank you for understanding and cooperation during this transition period. Sincerely, Mike Crew. Well, now I'm glad you got apocalypsed.
Oh, great. It's you.
Murderer. You have blood on your hands.
Look, I don't know what those things were.
Murderer.
Can you stop saying that? Fuck.
Murderer. How did it feel? You beat that first one pretty hard.
How do you know that? What the fuck is this place?
I told you. Should have stayed where it was warm.
I can't be here. I have to get out. I have to get Sasha, and I have to get the fuck out of here.
Be careful what you wish for. Murderer.
So we may find her, but she may not be what we expect. Is that what you're setting us up for here? Looks like someone set up a makeshift distillery here. There's a half-empty bottle of alcohol. I like to think it's half full. There we go. Maybe we can set fire to it or something? Or use it to dissolve something or clean something. It is really caked on thick down here. Wow. An old bin filled with damp, charred paper packaging. Oh my, are you gonna tell me now that you want to burn it? I mean, we saw, you know what, we did just see that fire poster on the wall. Maybe we have to activate the suppression system. The keycard reader is blocked with some kind of growth, so our master key won't get us through there. The gate is firmly stuck, entangled in that gross, fleshy mass. But there's a code reader over there, so maybe that's where we're going ultimately. A staircase straight to the top, that's what we need. All of this is just us trying to get ourselves to the roof so we can see what's going on. At a certain point, you would think she would decide it's not worth it. Maybe even if it is damp, it'll ignite the alcohol. It's looking like that's the case. Now, I guess we gotta sit through this cutscene each time. Let's do it. Ah, but it will unlock now that the system is off. At first I was thinking maybe this stuff would react negatively to getting wet, but of course we saw a bunch of it out on the streets. Hannes Winkler, ML engineer, died of sepsis, second pneumonia. Last Stop Cafe.
James! Water's not working again.
Again?
It's just spitting and smells funny.
Oh, come on, this is really taking the piss now.
Can you call them?
Fella, I'll get that thing. They said last time we'd be back within the hour.
Oh, if we have to wait another 2 days just to get the bloody water back. I have work in the morning. Can't go in with greasy hair.
We still have a couple of bottles left. Give it an hour. If it's not back, you can use those.
James, it really stinks.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be that colour either.
It's disgusting. How are we supposed to trust it after this?
I know, it's not. I'll call them again in the morning.
I wish we'd never moved to this stupid city.
It was a slow, painful death for a lot of these people. Some old chopsticks. Could be useful. I don't see how, but I guess we could use them. While we're at it, you want to grab some of those knives out of the rack? There's a hole torn straight through the wall. It's locked with a cheap padlock. Well, we have just the thing, don't we? Oh, look, a puzzle. So I guess the idea then is we probably want it to... I don't know if it actually wants us to find another switch. It's probably necessary to get through this. Locked with a keypad, I have no idea what the combination could be. Electrician's note. Chase. Elevator keeps not elevating. Just decommission this thing already, it's beyond help. And if anyone gets stuck again, flip the switches until the dial matches the picture on the cover. There's a big square button you gotta press when the voltage is right. I'm serious though, the lift's a death trap. So I guess we just do have to fiddle with it. Weird thought, but maybe we could try the chopsticks here? There we go, that should do it. Which allows us to bring it down just a little bit more. And there we are.
Looks like that did the trick.
Yeah, excellent, excellent stuff. However, I'm a little worried given the note that was posted. Seems like it was posted for a real reason. If only these people had had a protagonist around, they would have been able to keep the lights on for a bit longer. Don't put me so close to the doors. Don't reset my weapon either. A person. A malnourished man with an open wound across his face stands before me. He teeters over the 8-story drop to the streets below, casually shifting his weight as he sways to a silent rhythm. That's a long way down.
That's a long way down. Maybe you should take a step back.
Wouldn't feel long. Couple of seconds, maybe.
He keeps glancing at his wristwatch, an old analog clock. I'd be surprised if it still works. You must be freezing.
You must be freezing. Why don't we step inside?
Don't tell me what to do. I'm not going back there.
I couldn't tell if he was high, deranged, or just really sad.
Please. I can help. We can get out of here together. I just need to get a signal through. My partner runs these routes too. He'll help us.
Stop acting like you care.
The relief I first felt when seeing another living soul here was fast fading. His blunt tone was a cold reminder of the gravity of our situation. I needed to make that call. I forgot to ask your name.
I forgot to ask your name.
I don't want to be remembered.
His tone shifted. A cold shiver ran down my spine. This man was clearly unhinged. It suddenly dawned on me just how stupid I was to try and reason with him.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have asked.
He didn't reply. I could see the tension in his shoulders build as his posture stiffened, his breathing getting audibly louder with each exhale. Again, he glances at his wristwatch.
You're wasting time.
I can try the radio. I can ask, why do you keep checking your watch? And I can say we have a better chance if we work together. Why do you keep checking your watch?
Why do you keep checking your watch? Are you waiting for someone?
Doesn't work. Broken. Just like everything else.
But you keep checking it.
I told you. It doesn't work.
A shrill beep followed the crackle of static emits from my radio. Someone's trying to reach me. It could be Tax. This feels like the consequential thing.
You should answer that. Might be important.
I'm more concerned with getting you down from that ledge.
All right. Have it your way. You're out of time.
Wait, no!
Just like that, he was gone. I don't know if I could have changed his mind. No, but by putting me in control of the dialogue there, it sure made me feel like I could have. And if so, well done. This certainly is reminding me of games like Silent Hill, but in things like that, and maybe the themes that it's going to try and get across. A bit of Cry of Fear as well. Looks like he's been up here for some time. Camping on the roof of an apartment building must be less comfortable, but also must be better than what's in there. Well, let's go through his stuff. 8053, that must be the code downstairs. There's nothing left of any use to me right now. One moment of human, truly human interaction, and it's the most hope-destroying interaction it could have been. Even the prospect of potentially getting out of here wasn't enough to make this person think he should come with us. Well, with nothing else to do, I guess let's just take the elevator back down. Where there is still plenty of time for things to go wrong. I wonder what would have happened if we had answered the radio. Looks like this is the exit door, but it's locked with a keypad. Alright, well, got the note. It's unlocked. That man. I failed him. He needed me and I let him down. I can't fail her, too. So guilt is going to be a major theme for you, isn't it? That's fresh blood. Is that meant to be where he hit? I can see one moving over there. And I can see a box on the ground on the left, 2 of you. Okay, this is 3 of you. Maybe we'll try the viability of just running instead. Dog! That's a dog. No, bullets, bullets, bullets. Run, run, run. Wouldn't be survival horror without zombie dogs, would it? We can run from them. Okay, now's where this kind of gameplay starts. You don't seem too persistent. 3 shots was what it took. Oh, there's like tendrils coming off of you. You're still alive, though. You seem very still alive, despite my stomping. Right. No time for that, then. You guys are closing in. We need to get around while we still can. That window may have closed. You don't seem particularly observant. I can get you to come this way. There's the other dog. Okay, the fast ones are the real threat. I don't think you're actually dead for good. I tried stomping you guys on the ground before, and it wouldn't let me. So I think those dogs are gonna get up again after a time. Wait. Classified, classified, classified. A whole bunch of classified. More blood. This guy must have hit the ground and kept on walking. Oh, look, we can go to the left. And I keep mistaking the streaks of water on my screen with something moving about in the fog. No, I think we can't go this way. You guys are closing in. You're not fast, but you're fast enough that we need to keep moving. An old Silent Hill 2 trick that seems to be working quite effectively here, especially when you can see so far ahead as to know your numbers. Looks like there may be a light on in this house. Won't budge, though. We just gotta explore a bit because there might be items. Nothing. Juke around. These checkpoints are all over the place. Suggesting, I guess, that there was an attempt at keeping this place locked down in the beginning before they just gave up on it. You know, the classified, these are all riot cops. But presumably not deployed in a traditional riot squad role. They're also not skeletalized, which they must have been here since the beginning, right? An archery set. Arrows in a leather quiver. They're missing a bow. Might as well, right? I mean, I imagine we can... Oh, you're locking onto something back there. I think somebody's following me. Can we not take the arrows out of the target? Oh, this is bad. You're something different. You're still coming, too. Ten rounds, and you exploded into some kind of noxious gas. There's also tendrils coming out of you. Okay, you cornered us, but getting around would have been much, much preferable. What I'm seeing in this is that running is very much an option, which is something that kind of disappeared from survival horror over time, but I do like it. It used to be much more viable in a lot of older games. There's something... Wait, there's something little slithering about on the ground there. No time to try and get a better look. Like some kind of little eel or slug. Going the way I don't want you to go. Waiting for you to cross this choke point gives the one behind me time to catch up. Of course there is. Okay. We might have to kill you then so that we can answer this phone. So let's turn around. Oh, please stop this. Please stop. Lisa, in your position. These animations. Okay, please die. This is traumatic. Did your arm come off?
Disgusting weather.
Why do you keep calling me?
It's for my own good.
What do you mean it's for my own good?
You didn't save him.
What?
That man was sick. He needed you. You failed him. Just like everyone else.
What the fuck do you know?
You needed him. He was important.
Yeah, I'm getting out of here. My friends are probably worried sick. You should too, if you know what's good for you.
They don't know you like I do. Not really.
What? You don't know me. Fuck, why am I even talking to you?
Hollowbody.
What did you say? How do you know my name? How the fuck do you know my name?
You're acting irrational.
I'm acting perfectly fucking rational given the situation. Who are you? Who put you up to this?
Okay, so taking all bets, manifestation of our own guilt? Or Sasha herself mutated beyond recognition? Either way, we're gonna have to figure that out later. Yeah, this place may be a real apocalyptic zone, but it's definitely taking a page from the Silent Hill school of metaphorical storytelling and environments. Even though this game wears the skin of... Alright, let's fight you. I need you gone. You just crept up on me. Nope. Die. Die. You gotta be quick so that the stun lock is on you and not me. And stay down, you armless freak. This at first seemed like a horror story of more scientific origin. Something more like Resident Evil, but the further we go, the more this place seems to speak directly to us. The more it makes me think that there is something deeper going on here. And so even with this setting, it's still got a wonderful sense of mystery, and I can't wait to uncover more. But that's gonna have to wait until next time. Until then, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. If you have any ideas for other videos you think I should do, the best place to suggest that will be at the Discord, which I will link in the description. If you want to try this game out for yourself, that link will also be in the description. If you want to support me on Patreon, that link will be in the description. And as always, I will see you in the next one. God, this game is a vibe and a half, and I love it.